Hello Blizzard fans, this is FalconPaladin coming to you with yet another daily Blizzard upload. This is a game between ThorIsHere and Besame, I think, on Vaani Research Station. Now I think from our previous cast we can learn that ThorIsHere is actually Mateo, the subscriber that submitted these two replays. Thank you so much for submitting them, Mateo, I really appreciate it. And again, if you want to submit a Legacy of the Void or even a Heart of the Swarm replay to me and I'll cast it on my channel, you can do so at falconpaladin@gmail.com. I like hearing from my fans. I like seeing what they're up to. I like seeing what games they play. And casting them on my channel is really not a big deal. So send them over. I like having new content. And I like seeing stuff from all levels of play. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And click that button on the bottom left to subscribe to catch more of these daily replays. But either way, we're going to introduce the players. In the bottom of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is ThorIsHere from the clan Salmon. With the little fish. I like it. Simple, basic, very nice. In the top of Vaani Research Station, we have the enemy. It is the blue Protoss player. It is Besame. Besame. I think that accent to U, or like the accent up, makes the E sound like an A, right? Bay. But there's not one on the other E, so it's not Besame. It's like Besame. Besame. I like Besame. We're going to go Besame. Protoss player actually getting 2 gas right off the bat. He only has 7 harvesters on minerals right now. He has something crazy in mind. Cybercore coming up. Good job scouting. SCV from ThorIsHere. This is super important. Something crazy is coming out from a Protoss player. He even has a forward pylon over there on the right side of the map that you can see. He says, is there a base? No, no base. Single base, 2 gas. Something insane is going to happen. Whether Dark Templar or like a Stargate push or Oracle or something like that. Yeah, there's the Stargate. Is it going to be scouted by this SCV is the question. It knows there's something out here. It comes as along a watchtower, sees the probe, gonna head out looking for something crazy to be happening. No, just misses scouting that starport. Where is the view? There it is. Nope, there's no starport there as far as ThorIsHere knows. Oh, what an excellent place to hide that. And the proxy Oracle is on its way. How do we prepare for this? Missile turret, good, not great. I mean, good. Again, not amazing just because it can't cover everything. You can sit over here and pick guys off. You can do some damage here as well. Here comes the Oracle. Let's slow things down and follow this guy. Activates the Purification Beam. Oh, no. Oh, the final hit of that missile turret is enough to kill the Oracle. I don't think the Oracle got a single kill there. What amazing defense by ThorIsHere, throwing up one missile turret here, another one over here, kind of somewhere I don't think the Protoss player expected it. Besame kind of flew over here to see what he could kill. The second hits from this missile turret were enough. The final attack finally finished him off, and that Oracle is no longer here with us. And I think that put ThorIsHere firmly in the driver's seat, to be honest. Killing that Oracle was huge. Besame needed to do a lot of damage with that Oracle to really keep on even footing with the Terran player. He has so much gas that he can't really spend right now doing Chrono Boost on these sentries, doing what he possibly can, but I don't know, speeding things up again a little bit here just because I think both players are kind of walled off and just kind of teching up at this point. Not a whole lot happening. Another Oracle? Okay, another Oracle. Just kidding. Let's slow down. Has no kills. Pulsar Beam, not Purification Beam. Pulsar Beam. Attacked enemy ground units does so much damage. And Vision allows the Oracle to detect cloaked, burrowed, and hallucinated units for 60 seconds. And Revelation. I think I've been using those names wrong in my previous cast. SCV drilling away at this warping in Nexus. So let's just make sure we have this straight. Revelation is where you you stick that little crazy thing on top of enemy units and you see what they're doing. And Envision is where this guy turns into an observer and he can actually see stuff that is cloaked. So alright. Or burrowed, I suppose. Coming up here with these Marines and the Marauders, a bit of a push here at the 8-minute mark to try to catch this Oracle. Oracle is hidden, though, cannot be seen. Ah! Pops out. I don't know if that's a great choice, though. I mean, gets a single kill. But there were a lot of Marines there. Really, really scary decision. SCV is doing his darndest to kill this Nexus, and I don't think Besame actually cares. Doesn't want to move out there with these sentries. Sentries are here to hold stuff off, but this is a pretty solid push. Marines, Marauders moving across the map. This Stargate is still unmolested. The Oracle trying to go back home for base defense. I think this third is going to die. There's just not much here for the Protoss player to actually keep it alive. Mothership Core, fine, but nope. A lot of DPS from these Marines and the Marauders taking down this Nexus. Can it be kept alive? Guardian Shield coming up. Oracle is going to kill what they can, and actually doing a pretty good job of it. One of the Oracles does go down, but nope, all the Marines die. Photon Overcharge comes up. This base actually survives. Fairly well defended by Besame, I have to say. I did not expect that, but he surprised me. Thank you so much for giving me a surprise. I like it. More Oracles. Come on, man. Oracles are not the answer past the early stages of the game. At least as far as the pros are concerned. Missile turret here, pretty much preventing any more harassment from the Oracles. I guess Oracles can stay alive and be pretty annoying just popping in and out if you have a lot of APM, but I don't think either of these players do. APM is currently 40, like, yeah, 60 and 100 for these guys. So, again, nothing crazy. Not going to see either of these guys at the pro level anytime soon, but that's okay because I won't be there either anytime soon, or probably ever, let's be honest. But I can live with myself, and so can these guys. So push up with Marauders and Marines. Another push. I like this. I like aggressiveness from players. I'm not a huge fan of the no rush 20-minute stuff that sometimes you see from Protoss and Zerg and Terran players in certain levels of the game, I'm going to say. Either way, lots of gas coming out. Actually, one SCV on either of these Vespene Geivers and that refinery. Slow push out Marines. Ah, finally some medevacs pop out. That is nice. Observer scouts everything. He knows everything that's coming on up. Can we save the base again? Is there enough for another photon overcharge? There is. There is plenty for another photon overcharge. Do we have stim? We do have stim. Are we going to use it? Yes. Trying to snipe it down. Are we going to get it? Here we are with the pulsar ray. Yes, does snipe down the third base. And actually, all the Marines die as well. So these Marauders are going to die. Cannot shoot up. It actually takes a long time for that Marauder to die, getting picked up by the medevac at the last second, and actually manages to survive. Marine has rallied up here and says, nope, I'm going to turn right around back home and go back home. This is not a place for me to be. What is this? Medevac coming home, Marauder coming home, everybody coming on home. Speeding up the game again. And Oracles flying around. I guess this lull is a bit of a good time to tell you about my social networking sites. I am on Facebook. I am on Twitter. @FalconPaladin, and again, I do like to post funny stuff, GIFs and pictures and memes and things, so it's not just, hey, here's my latest cast that you already knew about because you subscribed to me on YouTube. Go ahead and follow me there. Again, twitter.com/FalconPaladin, facebook.com/FalconPaladin. You can like my posts, you can share my posts there, and get other people to see what I'm up to, other friends of yours that might be interested, actually, in StarCraft 2, and we can all have a grand old time watching players like Besame and ThorIsHere try to crush each other into oblivion. Pretty big push coming up here from ThorIsHere. He's got 96 supply, 44 harvesters, doing pretty darn well for himself off of these two bases. He does have stim, he does have concussive shells. These Marauders are pretty darn scary. No third base has been taken by Besame. Not interested in replanning that just quite yet. Sniping down this forward pylon instantly. So much DPS from these Marines and these Marauders. Vikings are here. Actually, probably to deal with these Oracles. Oh, and there's a Colossus. That's also pretty good. I'm not sure this is enough of an army to deal with this composition, especially with the Zealots in there in front. Don't go up the ramp. That's what I recommend, ThorIsHere. Do not go up that ramp. Stay here. Take a third base. There it is. Third base of your own. Prevent the Protoss player from taking a third base of his own. You could probably starve him out and get a good surround on the units when they come out. But actually, Colossus are here. Do we have extended thermal lance? Where is that robo facility? Photon cannon. There it is. Robotics bay, rather. Crud. I don't know. Robo facility. I can't find you. Am I blind? I do this sometimes. I watch my replays, like I watch my videos, and I'm like, you are such an idiot. It's right there. And I'm like, I don't see it in the cast, just like I'm doing now. Where? Okay. Robo bay. Does he have extended thermal lance? I guess he... Cliff walk is here. Range 9. Okay, so he does have the upgrade. Here we go. Sniping on in. Trying to get those Colossus down before the actual battle begins. Vikings are so good at this. One dies immediately. The Blinkstalker is trying to kill them before they can attack the rest of the friends. Guardian Shield coming up. And... yeah, sniping down a few of those Vikings pretty well. Only one Colossus left. Not very good for our Protoss player. Sniping on Oracles is okay. You really want to get that Colossus, though. Photon Overcharge still going up. This thing lasts for what? Chrono Boost is there. Photon Overcharge, I think it's like a minute and a half. It's a crazy long time. Where's that Mothership Core? Units. Mothership Core. There it is. Photon Overcharge lasts 60 seconds. Okay, so 1 minute, not a minute and a half. forgive me for the misinformation. ThorIsHere doing a good job establishing this third base, kind of setting up a good containment as well. Observer comes through, sees exactly what Besame is up against. How many Colossus? 2 Colossus here, no upgrades, sniping down another Oracle. Not quite getting it. Oracle's a little more tanky than I expected. I'd figure a volley from those Vikings would be enough to kill it, but I mean, I guess it does have 160 armor, which is pretty good. Okay, coming up the ramp is this Marine Marauder composition coming right on up. Trying to kill everything in the air are these Vikings. You need to focus on the Colossus Vikings. Kill the Colossus. The Oracle's actually tanking a lot of damage for the Colossus. Interesting plays. Zealots in front as well, killing all that they possibly can. 2 Vikings remaining, and it looks like ThorIsHere is forced to back out. There he goes. See you later, ThorIsHere. Actually force fielding himself inside his own base is Besame. Gonna move out perhaps on a counterattack, feeling like that attack went very well for him. Besame, yep, moving across the map here, gonna try to kill things. What is the defense for ThorIsHere going to be? Back to the production tab, I apologize for that. He is making Marines, he's making Marauders and Vikings, getting those plus of infantry weapons upgrades, but I don't know if it's enough. This Thor has 3 kills already. Another Thor coming up at the same time. Not a good spot to be in. Forward pylon being thrown down by Besame. It is 116 to 126 supply. Our Protoss player is actually behind, but I think in a pretty good spot, pulling a lot of SCVs off the line for this attack. I think these guys are just meat shields for the Colossus that is sure to show up. Waiting for his friend, though, before I think we attack. Maybe another round of warp-ins. A lot of minerals and gas being floated right now by the Protoss player. He could probably warp in a bunch of units. There we go. More and more Stalkers coming on in. That +1 upgrade is still there. +2 being researched now, as well as +1 armor. So here's a big attack coming in. The Colossus doing a ton of damage to that Oracle, actually managing to kill one of the Colossus as well. But there's so many Stalkers here. And in the end, 2 Colossus do go down. A lot of Stalkers, a lot of Zealots remain. But the force fields are actually going against Besame here, making something of a choke, allowing ThorIsHere to get a good concave against most of these units. Good blink back. The sentries unfortunately do all die, and Besame is forced to retreat. I've never actually seen force fields work against a Protoss player before. That was interesting. I think the mistake was that Besame actually chose to attack into the force fields, choosing to go around them, which was not a great choice. It kind of funneled his own units through there, allowing the concave of the Terran player to actually do a lot of destruction there. Stalkers blinking back, going to try to snipe down a few of these Vikings, if at all possible, but no. Coming back, ThorIsHere does not have a huge army, but it is pretty scary nonetheless. Ooh, Dark Templar warp in. Alright, Dark Templar might carve up this entire army before ThorIsHere actually notices. ThorIsHere, scan. Scan, buddy. Another drop here with Dark Templar in the main, or the natural. There it is. The scan cleans that guy up. But this base is not mining anything at all. When behind, say it with me, Protoss players, Dark Shrine. And that's exactly what Besame did. He recognized he was not in a fantastic spot after that last battle did not go in his favor, and instead chose to make Dark Templar. And, that Warp Prism dies immediately to the volley. And the final Dark Templar gets cleaned up as well. We zoom back on in and kind of get more of the viewing area available. This target is still here. Does the Terran player even know? Nope. Terran player has no idea that it is there whatsoever. This Observer doing a good job scouting out the composition as well, though. But again, you're on 2 base, Besame. You're going to get mined out here in the main, or your natural, so fast. ThorIsHere has a 3rd base. He has the advantage. You need to expand, and there it goes. Man, these pep talks I give to players sometimes are just amazing. They do so well at getting players to do what they need to do. Maybe I should coach, eh? I don't know. Either way, let's see what's going to happen next here. Any production? Yeah, Colossus coming up, +3 attack for ground weapons as well. Marauders, infantry, shields, and armor. I guess armor and weapons coming up at the same time. Is that a cyber core being made? Did he lose his cyber core in that attack? No, it's back here. That was weird. I swear that showed up. Okay, Templar Archive. Storm is pretty good against this composition. Storm can actually tear through most of this, as well as the Vikings. Depending on how things go, this Nexus needs to finish. It needs to have Photon Overcharge available. We need to have Colossus. Having Templar available as well would be super, super nice for our Protoss player. Actually, wait. He had Dark Templar. There it is. There's the Dark Shrine. Okay, it's hiding here in the natural. I was going to say, I didn't see that anywhere. Either way, as I like to say, which rhymes as well. Pushing on out. Here we go. Thor is here. Moving up the map. We're going to follow these guys, as these are the important ones to be seen. Moving on up with their shields, with their guns, feeling very confident about themselves. The Marauders with their heavy armor pushing up at the same time. And I don't know how this is going to go for Besame, because this is pretty darn scary. Upgrades are +2, +1. Nexus has finished, though. That helps a lot. Where's that mothership core for that photon overcharge? Floating up back here. Good place for it. Are we going to push in? Zooming out. Getting rid of that. Kind of positioning to do so. Funnel. Okay, stimming up behind the mineral line to kill these workers. Trying to snipe down the Nexus immediately. Photon overcharge going down. No photon overcharge. Gets the snipe off. Stimming back. Attacking as best he can. Good attack there by ThorIsHere. Basically starving out the opponent. Doesn't want to stick around for the whole attack and just moves on back. Just moves on back. Very, very smoothly. Well played there by ThorIsHere, by Mateo. Here's a Templar. But he is not of much use to anybody, unfortunately. These guys are not mining anything at this point. These assimilators are... There it is. Big attack coming up here, though. The Zealot's doing a good job with the damage absorption. As always, Archons are here at the same time. Can we follow what's going on with the action? Yes, Medevac's trying to heal, but taking pot shots as well. This is a lot of Zealots with charge. They might actually be able... Don't go against a corner. There we go. Good choice, ThorIsHere. Do not go against that corner. You'll be slashed to pieces by those Zealots. And Besame lives to fight another day. All right. He needs this third base like yesterday, because there are 3 mineral patches left here in his natural. There is, I mean, 120, 104, 105 minerals left on each of those. Just not fantastic position to be in whatsoever. Take this base. You have enough minerals. You have to do it. 4th base now coming up for the enemy. Warp Prism here. Gets picked off immediately by the Marines as well as the Vikings. Sniped down. Was there more Dark Templar play? I don't think so. I didn't see anything dead over here. No rally point on these Marines. That's something that probably could be improved. Throw down a Nexus. Oh no, he used all of his minerals for other stuff. What did he do? Oh, he got Psionic Storm and shield upgrades. Alright, so this High Templar is going to be good for storms, but I don't know if there's enough minerals left to actually make a new base. It is going to be close. Is he long distance mining? He is. Okay, so he will be able to get 400 minerals for that Nexus, but not from here, that's for sure. He has to long distance mine from the 3rd to actually make the 3rd. Not a position anybody really wants to be in. Observer still sees everything that's going on here with the Marines and the Marauders. Planetary Fortress coming down here at the 4th base. ThorIsHere feeling very confident in himself, even though he's down in supply. It's actually 110 to 116. Right now. That is interesting. Okay, now making some units, getting up. These mules bringing the much needed mineral income for our friend ThorIsHere. Finally being able to take that 3rd base is our buddy Besame. Trying, but there are actually a lot of probes getting in the way. There it is. Finally the pathing kicks in. They get out of the way and they're all mining. There are like all the probes in the world here. How many probes? 48 probes on this particular base. That is way oversaturated. I mean, take a gold. Like, do something. I know you're really scared about dying right now. I understand how that is. I've been there myself. I can tell that you are scared, but you have to expand more than this. I actually don't know if it matters. Good push with Marines, Marauders, Ghosts. Are we going to EMP? EMP rounds would be huge. Taking down those Archons, taking the shields off everything else would be really massive at this point. And here comes the attack. Vikings coming on in. Not much for them to do, unfortunately, but the main attack is probably going to stim in and try. Here it is. Yep, Marines in the front as well. EMPs do go down. The Archons are pretty much ineffective. Storm's going down. More storming his own units than anything else. The Ghosts being killed. You can hear them screaming over anybody else, but this is just too much bio. All the Stalkers go down. The Templars get sniped down as well. And Besame calls the GG, and ThorIsHere is victorious. So again, thank you so much for Mateo for submitting these replays. I really liked casting them. Again, it wasn't professional level, but that's okay. These can be fun as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw today, if you like what you heard, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. And if you want to catch more StarCraft 2 daily uploads, you can also find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, all at /FalconPaladin, as I mentioned earlier in the cast. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.